I'm Dr. Terry Willard. And a lot of people say, what is the best thing I can do for my health? And I'd have to say that the best thing you can do for your health is to go for a nice gentle walk. One of the best places to go for a walk is a walk in nature. And if you have a chance to be able to go in nature where there's wooded lands, it's the best you can do. And there's many reasons for this. I have an awful lot of people go in the woods and they want to have a destination. They want to go to the major tree. So I have students say, well, what's the prominent tree? What's the prominent species here? What is it? And I'd say, you're asking the wrong question. Because there is no prominent tree here. There's no tree that's more important than any other tree. It's a tree of community. One of the reasons that forests are so wonderful the way they are, because they live as a community. This forest here has several prominent species. But even inside of a species, there's not one tree that's more important. Because even the old big wise ones you might think are the head of the council, the emperor tree or the empress tree, but they couldn't exist unless the young ones are around them to create community, so they won't get blown down by the wind. But not only that, their roots grow together, and their roots grow together, and they communicate to that. So one might get a disease on the far side of the woods, and it'll communicate to the ones in the center. Now let's not forget the mushrooms underneath us, the mycelium base. The mushrooms that grow down there also are part of this communication system. Can you believe it? The planet had an internet system millennia before we did. How unfair is that? The internet system they have is the mycelium, or the funguses, the mushrooms. They're little wee thread-like things that connect everything. Our whole planet is connected by this mycelium. So whenever you can contact that mycelium base of nature, they give you a sense of solace. Now, I know some of you aren't as lucky as I am here today on the West Coast to be able to go out in the woods. You can just be on the 30th floor of what I like to call a cave dweller complex in a high-rise apartment building, and you can have a little flower, maybe a tulip or a carnation. This is one of the reasons I think one of the best therapies you can have is give yourself a bouquet of flowers every week. Cut flowers, so they're gonna die. But you have to replace them, renew. Do kind of a spiritual sacrament to yourself, a ritual. So having anything in nature, even a picture, will help. Because sometimes you find yourself in a place you just have to envision you're in the woods. The idea here is to be part of a community. A much bigger community than you and I, a much bigger community than the humans, a community of our planet and the plants that live on that planet and the mushrooms that drive the whole thing. Sometimes I think too much. I get in my head too much. And because I get in my head too much, it will wake me up and give me insomnia. So reishi is one of the best herbs for insomnia. Not that it just works.